Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Srikant Gurukul. We shall discuss the previous year Odisha Civil Service prelim questions in the upcoming videos. Particularly in this video, we shall discuss few questions of Odisha Civil Service, that is 2020 prelim. The first question, that is the governing council of the Niti Aayog. So what is Niti Aayog? Niti Aayog is a policy think tank of the government of India. Niti Aayog is policy think tank of government of India, and the governing council that comprises the Honorable Prime Minister of India and the chief ministers of all states and union territories with legislatures and lieutenant governors of other union territories. The answer is here, that is the prime ministers and all chief ministers. And Niti Aayog, it replaces the planning commission. Before 2015, so it was the planning commission who formulated policies for the government of India. Next question, that the chairman of the general council, who is the chairman of the general council? That the chairman of the general council is Union Home Minister. So that was the general council. The concept of general council was started in 1956 as per the States Reorganization Act. And in India there are five general council, that is the Northern General Council, Central, Eastern, Western and Southern General Council. And each general council set up a standing committee. Each general council has a standing committee that is also consisting of chief secretary of that member states of their respective general council. And the general council, that other members of the general council are chief ministers of the states of that zone, and two other ministers that is nominated by the governor of each states, and two members of the union territories within that zone. Next, question number 3, that is for each country, that is global hunger index values are determined by which of the following indicators? That is global hunger index. So it is a concept that is jointly published. It is published by, that is Concern Worldwide and Wealth Hunger Life. So it is published by Concern Worldwide and Wealth Hunger Life, and it has 3 dimensions and 4 indicators. What are the 3 dimensions? That is inadequate food supply, child undernutrition and child mortality. Then 4 indicators, what are they? That is undernourishment, wasting, stunting and mortality. So here is undernourishment indicators. This is also indicator, this is also indicator, and this is also answer is that is 1, 2, 3, 4. What is undernourishment? Undernourishment, it is a insufficient calorie intake. Share of children, share of the population with that is a insufficient calorie intake. And what is child mortality? Child mortality, it is a mortality rate children under age 5, partly reflecting the pattern of mix of inadequate nutrition and all healthy environments. So due to unhealthy environments and inadequate nutrition. And next is child stunting. So share of children under age 5 who have low weight for their age, that is called child stunting. And child wasting, share of children under age 5 who have low weight for their height, that is called child wasting. The next question, that is a reserve held by commercial banks. Reserve held by commercial bank over and above the statutory minimum with RBI are called what? Options are, that is cash reserve, deposit reserve, monetary reserve and excess reserve. So it's a excess reserve kaha jayega. So the reserve held by commercial bank over and above statutory minimum with RBI is called, that is excess reserve. That is what is monetary reserve. That monetary reserve is that is a holding of the currency, that is a precious metals and other highly liquid assets that is used to redeem the national currency, that is called monetary reserve. What is deposit reserve? That is a minimal amount of the cash that banks are required to keep on hand in case of unexpected demand, that is called deposit reserve. And what is cash reserve? Cash reserve, that is refers to the money a company or an individual keeps on hand to meet short-term and emergency funding needs, that is called cash reserve. So here the answer is excess reserve. Next question, which of the following promoted the concept of the self-help groups for financing the poor? The answer is here NABARD. NABARD means National Board for Agriculture and Rural Development. So that concept came into NABARD came into existence on 12th July, that is 12th July 1982. It replaces the that is the functions. It was earlier. It was the functions were the functions were regulated by RBI. There is a corporation, that is Agriculture Refinance Development Corporation, ARDC. NABARD was replaced ARDC in 1982, and it developed the model of the self-help group. Next question: which of the following is not a financial inclusion scheme? So there are 4 options, that is Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. So let's see what is Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. So Pradhan Mantri Yojana, it is a national mission for specifically for financial inclusion, that is to ensure access to financial services to all, irrespective of age, irrespective of caste, irrespective of social status, irrespective of economical status, that is financial service to all. So definitely it is a financial inclusion scheme. So it is not the true answer. Then Suraksha Bandhan scheme. So what is Suraksha Bandhan scheme? So it is a scheme that is it is a social security scheme, and it is targeted especially at the poor and underprivileged section, and it facilitates the enrollment under, that is Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana and Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana. So it is also a financial inclusion scheme. So this is also wrong. Then Atal Pension Yojana. So it is also a social security scheme, that is especially for the poor and underprivileged and the workers in the unorganized sector, and it is a pension scheme. It is administered by PFRDA, that is, so it is also a financial inclusion scheme. Next, that is Hridaya. What is Hridaya? Hridaya is a Heritage City Development Augmentation Yojana. It is a urban development scheme. So this is the right answer, and it is administered by Ministry of Urban Development. Next question: Shishu, Kishore and Tarun are the schemes of which? That is option A, Industrial Development Bank of India, Micro Units Development Reference Agency Limited, Small Industries Development Bank of India, Regional Rural Bank. So the answer is, that is Mudra, Micro Units Development Reference Agency. So Mudra Yojana, it provides loans to new entrepreneurs under 3 categories. There are 3 categories, that is Shishu, Kishore and Tarun. Shishu, that is up to 50,000, Kishore, that is up to 5 lakh, and Tarun, that is up to 10 lakh. So that is a maximum cap of 10 lakh loan to new entrepreneurs. Next question: which of the following indicators not used to calculate Human Development Index? So which of the following indicators not used to calculate Human Development Index? So let's see the Human Development concept. It was first created by Mahbub ul Haq, a Pakistan economist, in 1999. That is Mahbub ul Haq. Mahbub ul Haq. He is a Pakistani economist. That he created this concept in 1990, and it was later used by the United Nations Development Program, that is UNDP, to measure the country's development. That is other report that is published by UNDP is Multidimensional Poverty Index and Gender Inequality Index. So what are the indicators? So there are also 3 dimension and 4 indicators of Human Development Index. So what are the dimension? That is long and healthy life. There is also dimension knowledge and a decent standard of life. What are the indicators? That is life expectancy at birth, expected years of schooling, mean years of schooling, and GNI per capita. So life expectancy, this is the this is a indicator. Per capita income, this is also an indicator. Education is also a indicator, which is not a indicator to calculate the human development index, that is social inequality. Next question, which of the following committees recommended a poverty line based on nutritional requirement exclusively? So let's see what are the committees are in the options. That is Lakdawala committee. So Lakdawala, it recommended the household per capita consumption expenditure that as the basis of poverty line, and it is also used the consumption price index, that is the industrial labor, and consumption price index, that is agricultural labor. So it is not true. Then Rangarajan committee, so it recommended the expenditure of 47 rupees per day in urban areas and 30 rupees in rural areas, the basis of poverty line. Then Tendulkar committee, it recommended there's a expenditure of 27 rupees and 30 in rural areas and 33 rupees in urban areas as the basis of poverty line. So this is also wrong, this is also wrong. And next, Alag committee. So Alag committee, it recommended that calories intake as the basis of poverty line. So people consuming is 2400 calories in rural and 2100 calories in urban areas are poor. So this is the right answer. The first sustainable development goal aims to eradicate extreme poverty. So SDG, that is which was adopted in 2015. It includes 17 goals are there. The first goal first aim is to eradicate the extreme poverty. How does the United Nations currently measure extreme poverty? How does the United Nations currently measure extreme poverty? So currently that is United Nations measure the extreme poverty as people living on less than $1.25 per day. So $1.25 per a day. But it is also updated. It is also updated in 2015 that $1.99 a day in 2011 prices as. So it is also, it would be also a right answer, that $1.90. Next question, which is the highest allocation ministry in budget 2021-2022? Highest allocation ministry, that is the Ministry of Defense. Ministry of Defense has the highest allocation ministry, and the second highest was the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distributions. This is the second highest, and there is also it is also observed that there is a Ministry of Communication. There is a highest percent of increase in allocation, that is of 93%, and that is followed by Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, that is also there is also an increase of 52%, and the Ministry of Jal Shakti, there is also an increase of 25%. So highest allocation ministry, that is the Ministry of Defense. Then next question, central government has unveiled a new series of consumer price index for industrial workers, that is with which base year? So the answer is, that is 2016 as the base year. So what is this consumer price index? It is designed to measure a change over time in prices of a given basket of goods and services that is consumed by a specific or defined population, that is the industrial workers, and it was the base year was fixed as 2016. The contribution of the primary sector to the GDP of India is, that is, increasing over the years or remaining the same over the years, decreasing over the years, or at times increasing, at times decreasing over the years. So it is at times increasing and at times increasing. As per the data, that is in 2016, the contribution of the primary sector was 2016, it was 16.36%. But in 2017, that is 16.56%. In 2018, that is 15.97. So here is a increase, here is also a decrease. In 2019, that is 16.68%, and there is a 2020, this is 18.32%. So here is decrease and again here increase. So the correct answer is at times increasing, at times decreasing over the years. The next question, but if the question there is the contribution of the private sector to GDP in India since independence, so the right answer will be decreasing over the years, because at the time of independence, the contribution of the primary sector was around 50 to 60%. Now this is around 18%. So over the year, since independence, that will be decreasing over the years. But the question is, the contribution of private sector to GDP in India is, that is, at times increasing and at times decreasing over the years. The next question, that is, Robin Hood effect is related to which of the following? So Robin Hood effect, what is Robin Hood effect? Robin Hood effect is an economic situation where the wealth is taken from the rich to give the poor in society in order to reduce economic inequality. So it is a income redistribution. So this is a income redistribution, and that is called Robin Hood effect. And then, out of the four concepts of money supply used in India, M1, M2 and M3 and M4, the post office savings are included in. So what are these M1, M2, M3 and 4? There are four concepts of money supply. So M1, that is the cash with public. M1, cash with public plus demand deposit with banks plus other deposit with RBI. Then M2 is M1 plus saving deposits or demand deposits with post office saving banks. Post office saving bank. Then M3 is M1 plus net time deposits of commercial banks. Net time deposit. Time deposit of commercial banks. Then M4 is M3 plus total deposits with post office savings organization, that is excluding the national savings certificate. So hence the post office savings are included, that is M2 and M4 only. And this is for this video, and we will cover all the rest questions in next upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.